Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be fighting a 1,500-point 8th edition battle between my Dark Angels and Wesley's Emperor's Children. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Dark Angels received word that on this planet there was a group of Emperor's Children that were operating out of this planet. That had taken hostages of the people on this planet and made them slaves to their ill ways, and but that they had some interactions with some of the fallen, and the Dark Angels felt that maybe these the captured individuals might have information about the fallen that they could use, because interrogating an Emperor's Children Space Marine is nigh impossible, but getting information from a captured imperial citizen might be more fruitful. So we're going to be playing a modified kind of version of the Relic, where we have these captured citizens around are going to act as relics, so that if my squads can go and capture them. He's not trying to capture them, because what we're going to do for scoring is that for each of those citizens that I manage to capture and free as a relic, I will get a point. For every one that I don't have, that I don't capture, he will get a point. And there's also an enigmatic Astartes that is also here that we are trying to get back into the fold and has information about the fallen. So we're going to try to get him. He's worth 3 points versus all the others are worth 1 point each. So, so I am worth 3 points. Yeah, exactly. It's not that not that I have an inflated sense of self, but I am definitely worth more points than anybody else. So, yeah, that's the mission that we're going to be playing here. So he's going to get points for every objective that I don't capture, and I'm going to get points for every objective that I do capture. So that's the way we've got it. So that's the story, and that's the mission that we're going to be playing. Before we go any further, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting it out today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment and an outrider detachment. Leading off the battalion detachment, I have an interrogator chaplain and an interrogator chaplain in Terminator armor. We have 3 5-man tactical squads, 2 with melta-guns and 1 with a plasma gun. We have a 7-man Deathwing Terminator squad with an assault cannon. Then for the Outrider detachment, leading it off, we have 2 interrogator chaplains, 1 on a bike and 1 with a jetpack. We have a 10-man assault squad with 2 flamers. And last but not least, we have 2 3-man Ravenwing Black Knight squads. Then, for the Emperor's Children, he'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Chaos Sorcerer with a Force Stave, we have Lucius the Eternal, and we have a Chaos Sorcerer on a bike with a Force Sword. We have 2 5-man squads of Noise Marines. 1 squad is armed with Sonic Blasters, and the other with Bolt Guns and Chain Swords, and they have the icon of Excess. We have a 10-demon squad of Demonettes. We have a 5-man squad of Possessed with the icon of Excess. We have a Rhino. We have a 7-man squad of Bikers. The champion has a Power Fist, and there are 2 melta-guns in there. We have a Sonic Dreadnought with 2 Blastmasters and a rocket launcher. We have a Mauler Fiend with Lasher Tendrils. And last but not least, we have a Helldrake. All right, so those are the armies that are going to be playing out today. Going over deployment, I have my tactical squad with the plasma gun here. I've got my tactical squad with a melta gun here and one of my interrogator chaplains. I've got one of my Black Knight squads here with the interrogator chaplain. I've got my other tactical squad with a melta gun over here. And I've got my other Black Knight squad over here. And everything else is in Deep Strike Reserve. Going over deployment here for the for Chaos here for the Emperor's Children. He's got his those are the ones with the bolters and chain swords over there, the Noise Marines. We've got the Sonic Dreadnought here with Demonettes around him. We've got the Chosen over here, Possessed over here, along with the Sorcerer right behind them. Inside the Rhino is Lucius and the 5-man squad with the Icon of Excess. Oh no, I'm sorry. Those are the ones with the bolters and chainswords, right? And those are the ones with the sonic blasters. Sorry, my bad. I got confused. Then we've got the Mauler Fiend over here. We've got the bikers and the biker sorcerer over here, and the Hell Turkey in the back there. So, as of right now, Emperor's Children are going to be going first, unless I can seize the initiative. Looking for 6. Show me that fill first. No fill phase. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Emperor's Children here on turn 1. Movement phase here for the Emperor's Children is Helldrake flew up over here. These guys moved up over here. He advanced, and they advanced up over this way. They stood still, and he kind of just shuffled around over there. So that is it for the movement phase, so we will come back to you with the psychic phase. Starting off the psychic phase, he is going to cast Prescience onto his bikers there. Looking for 7. Ooh, get in it. Well done. And now he's going to cast Warp Time onto this squad over here. Goes off with an 8. Well done. And now he's going to cast Delightful Agonies onto them. And that goes off. So starting off the shooting phase, he is going to fire his Bale Flamer into my tactical squad here. So D6, so 3 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. Okay, so we got 2 wounds. AP -2, so 2 5-up saves. And I make 1 of them. Now this squad here is going to fire into my Black Knights. So we're going to go with the bolters first. So these are going to be hitting on 3s.
With +1.
Well, +1 because of prescience, so hitting on 2s. All right, so those 2 1s are misses. And now these are going to be wounding on 5s. All right, so we got 2 wounds. 2 2-ups because they are in cover there. They're good. And now the 2 melter shots are going to fire in here. So 2 shots hitting on 2. So that's 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound. -4, +1 for cover. So looking for a 6-up save here. Show me that fill first. No fill phase. So the damage, he gets to roll 2 of them. Take the highest, and 4. So 1 of them is dead. So now his Sonic Dreadnought is going to fire the Blastmasters into my bike squad here, and the missile launchers into here. So we're going to go with the Blastmaster first. So it's heavy D3, single frequency we're going to go. So it's 2 shots, hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits, strength 8, so wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound, AP -2. I don't get any bonus to cover for this, so it's going to be a 5-up save. No, goes through. So D3 wounds, 3 wounds, so another one's dead. Sorry, there's 2 of them there, so now we're going to fire the second one, D3. So that's another 2 shots, hitting on 3s. All right, that's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound. 1 5-up save. No, goes through. D3 wounds. That's 2 wounds. Or D3 wounds. So that's 2 wounds. So that is first blood. And now he's going to fire the missiles into them. So it's going to be D6 shots. So that's 4. So hitting on 3s. All right, we got 3 hits, strength 4, so wounded on 4s. We got no wounds. All right, so he's going to spend 2 command points to use the Endless Cacophony, which is a stratagem for the Emperor's Children, and they are going to that allows you to choose an Emperor's Children unit and fire again with them. So they're going to fire into my Interrogator Chaplain up here. So we're going to go with the bolters first, hitting on 2s because they're still prescienced. So there we go. All right, and now wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds. Oh, 3 wounds. Sorry, 3 wounds. I was getting blocking that. 3 wounds. So we got 3 2-up saves because he's on cover there. Fails 1 of them. And then he's got his Warlord trait. Sorry, 6+. Looking for a fill first? No, it goes through. And now the melta guns are going to fire into him. So hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. He's got a Rosaria, so 2 4-up saves. And I'll make them both. Woo! And that's it for shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. Helldrake is going to charge into both these squads here. So we're going to start off Overwatch with my my knights there. So we've got 6 shots coming up. Not supercharging. Hitting on 6s. All right, we got one hit. Strength 7, toughness 6, 7. 1 second. All right, it is toughness 7, so looking for a 4 to wound. That's a wound. AP minus 3.
So 5 up invul.
5 up invul save. No, goes through, so he takes a wound. And then the tactical squad there is going to fire into him. So we've got 2 rapid firing bolt guns. The yellow is going to be a crack grenade from the sergeant, and red is going to be a the melta gun. So these are hitting on 6s. Oh, we got the melta hits. That's good. I like that. So now we've got the regular bolter is wounding on a, well, actually both of these. So this is going to be wounding on a 3. This is going to be wounding on a 5. All right, so just the melta wounds. So 2d6, or roll 2 because he's within melta range and take the highest. Oh wait, no, 5 up invul. Sorry, 5 up invul. Completely forgot that he has an invul. Oh, and he does, come on. What would that have been? Well, it would have only been 2, but still frustrating. All right, and his distance, charge distance is totally in. All right. And now these guys are going to charge into my interrogator chaplain. So he's going to fire Overwatch, 4 shots, hitting on 6s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. No wound there. So their charge distance is 7 inches. That will get him in. All right, starting out the fight phase. He is going to put all 4 of his attacks into my bikes over here. So we got 4 attacks hitting on
so 3s.
Hitting on 3s. All right, so we got 2 hits.
I'm going to spend a command point.
Going to spend a command point to try to re-roll one of those. So here we go. Looking for 3. No. Okay, so that's 2 hits.
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. We got 2 wounds. AP
Minus 1.
AP minus 1, so we've got 2 4-up saves. And I'll make them both. Woo! So I'm going to spend my 2 command points to make my interrogator chaplain go right now. So he's going to attack into them. I got 3 attacks hitting on 2s. All right, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. You know what? I'm going to spend a command point to reroll one of those. There we go. Okay. So I got 1 wound. AP minus 1, so 4-up save. No! So 2 damage. So one of them is dead. And now these guys are going to attack back in here. So we've got 5 regular guys that are going to be going here. Hitting on 3s. Okay, so got 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. Nope, no wound there. And then we've got the power fist onto the sergeant there. So hitting on 4s, got 1 hit. Strength 8, so wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP minus 3, so I'm going to go with my 4-up invul save. Show me that Rosarios. No, failed that one. So D3 damage, 2 damage. All right. And his warlord trade, 6 ups. No, nothing there. So now over here, my bikers are going to go. So we've got 2 base for the 2 regular bikers and 3 attacks for the sergeant there, the Knightmaster. So we've got 7 attacks here, hitting on 3s. All right. Strength plus 1, so strength 5, looking for 5s to wound. And 6s are D3 wounds. So we've got 2 here. So we're going to have, these are AP minus 1. So I think they're going to be, what, 4-up saves? So we're going to do 1 at a time. So we're going to do the 5 result there on a 4-up. Nope, that goes through. And then the looking for the one at the D3 wounds. No, that also goes through. So D3 wounds, 2 wounds. Now on to my guys down here, my regular tactical squad. They're going to attack in here. So we've got 6 attacks total between there, hitting on 3s. All right, ooh, pretty good. All hits. Wounding on strength 4, toughness 7, so wounding on 5s. All right, so we've got 2 wounds, 2 3-up saves. Oh, he fails another one.
That's all you?
All right, so that is it for the Emperor's Children turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 1. All right, movement phase here for the Dark Angels on turn 1. These guys stayed in combat with him. He fell back over this way to give them some support. These guys moved up over here. These guys moved up over here. These guys dropped in. And these guys dropped in. And that is it for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All these guys are now going to start off the shooting phase by shooting their pistols into him. So we've got 7 guys over there. Let's just fire both squads at the same time. So hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 5s. We've got 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. Mix them both. This squad here is going to fire into the Mauler Fiend. We've got the 7 bolter shots, and we've got the Melta is the red one. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Alrighty, pretty good. Wounding on 5s and 3. Oh, I'm going to spend a command point on that. Of course it does that. All right, so you've got 2 saves to make.
All right. Any minus save?
Nope, nothing.
Right, so
these are bolter ones.
3-ups.
2 3-ups. Makes them both. Now these guys are going to fire into the possessed over there. So the red is going to be the plasma. These are going to be the bolters. I am going to supercharge it. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. Strength 8, toughness 4. So this is going to be wounding on 2. These are going to be wounding on 4s. All right. So we just got the plasma. So that is AP minus 3.
All right, so there are partial demons, so 5 up.
So
invul.
5 up invul save. Oh, and he's good. This squad's going to fire his bolters into those guys over there. So we've got 7 shots that are coming from them, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 4s. You got 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. Ooh, fails 1. This squad's not going to fire. The assault cannon is going to fire into his Mauler Fiend here, and the storm bolters are going to fire into the possessed. So we're going to go with the assault cannon into the Mauler Fiend first. 6 shots hitting on 4s because he moved. All right, pretty good. Strength 6, toughness 7, so wounding on 5s. No wounds. And now the storm bolters from them are going to fire into the possessed. So we've got, they're in rapid fire range, so we've got 24 shots coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, we got 17 hits, wounding on 4s. All right, we'll come back to you with that.
Any minus save?
All right, we've got 9 wounds, no minus the AP, so we've got 9 3-up saves. And he fails 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
Feel no pains.
And they've got feel no pains now
5 up.
on a 5-up. Makes 2 of those, so 3 wounds. And then my interrogator chaplain is going to fire into the possessed as well, so hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. No wounds there. So starting off the assault phase now, my Terminators are going to assault into his Sorcerer and into the possessed. So he's going to overwatch with the Sorcerer, looking for a 6. Nope, no, it's there. So their charge distance, they need 9 inches to get in. And, ooh, I'm going to spend a command point on that because got that 6. Yeah, just enough. Woo! And now my Interrogator Chaplain is going to charge into his Sorcerer over there. So I need a 10-inch charge to make it in there. Come on, baby. Oh, no, I did not. All right, so we're going to start off the fight phase with my Terminators into here. My Sergeant and 2 of the guys with the Power Fists are going to go into his Sorcerer, and then the rest of them are going to go into the Chosen over there. So we're going to go with the Sergeant first, so 3 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, so that's 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4. Looking for 4s to wound. And then the Power Fist into him. So we got 4 attacks between the 2 of them, hitting on 4s because of the Power Fists. All right, got 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. Okay, we got 1 wound. AP minus 3.
6 up.
So 6-up save. No, goes through. He's got a, so it's D3 damage. 2 damage. And then we've got 8 shots from the other guys into the Chosen over there. So we've got hitting on 4s. Oh, boy. That was not great. 2 hits. Wounded on 2s. Okay, 1 wound. 5-up demon save. That's cocked. No, goes through. D3 wounds. That's 2 wounds, all right. All right, so because Slanesh have the rule now that they get to go first, they get chosen first except for charges who get to go first too. So if I had more guys that made the charge, we would have alternated back and forth from that. But now, because my first guys were the only ones who charged were the ones who went first there. Now the rest of his guys are going to go, so we'll come back to you with those. So now his sorcerer is going to go. So he's got 3 attacks here going into my Terminators, hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s because it's strength +2. So that's 2 wounds. AP -1, so I've got 2 3-up saves. And I'll make them both with fill faces. Woo! All right, so now his possessed are going to go. So they've got D3 attacks, so 2 attacks each. So we're going to have 6 attacks from his guys there. These are now going to be hitting on 3s, right? Weapon skill 3. Yep, so hitting on 3s. All right,
And
pretty good there.
5s give him an extra attack.
Oh, 5s give an extra attack there because of the icon excess.
Okay.
Do those explode
They
past
don't
it? They don't
stack.
stack. Okay, so that's looking at 6 hits there. These are now strength 5, so these are going to be wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 3 wounds. AP -2.
Yep.
So 3 4-up saves. And I failed 2 of them.
All right, this is 1 damage.
All right, so the Hell Turkey doesn't have that that special rule. So now what's going to happen is we're now going to alternate between them. So I've got I'm going to activate my my Black Knights now to go attack into him. So we've got again 7 attacks hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of the Interrogator Chaplain being there. All right, these are now strength +1, so still wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound, AP -1.
4 up.
No, goes through. And with that wound, it knocked him down to his 2nd level, so he's going to be attacking in now, activating his guy there. So he's going into the bikers.
Was the bikers attacked or was it
The bikers just attacked.
Okay,
So.
so he's going to go into this.
Oh, so he's going to go into the tactical squad there?
Yep.
So does he still have 4 attacks?
So no, he drops down to 3.
Drops down to 3 attacks, and he's hitting on 4s. All right, ooh, no hits there. And now my tactical squad's going to attack in here, so 6 attacks between them there. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. Don't need to. These guys have been real good at hitting them. I guess a giant hell beast there is hard to miss. Wounding on 5s. We got 3 wounds, so 3 3-ups. And he fails 1 of them. He's going to spend a command point to re-roll that. So looking for a 3. No, doesn't get it. And that is the end of the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 1. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Emperor's Children on turn 2. All right, movement for the Emperor's Children here on turn 2. These guys shot up over here. He decided to come up and join them. Did he advance or no? He just moved. No, he just moved up there. All right. He fell out of combat, flying over this way. These guys disembarked from the Rhino, moved up over this way. He moved up over this way. Lucius is down over there, and these guys are still locked in combat, but the sorcerer ran like a little baby out of combat over there. These are not them. These guys moved up over this way. The demonettes are now trailing over towards him, and he stood still. So that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting. Oh, psychic phase. Psychic phase. Start out the psychic phase. He's going to cast prescience onto these guys.
7.
Looking for 7, that goes off. And now he's going to cast Smite onto these guys over here. Looking for 5, that goes off, so D3 mortal wounds. We got 3 mortal wounds. And he's going to cast Diabolic Strength onto the possessed there. Oh, perils! He's going to spend his command point. Reroll that, don't roll another 1.
Thanks, Phil.
No problem. Okay, but it doesn't go off, but he doesn't perils, which is, that's good for him. Not for me, but for him. And now he's going to cast the Delightful Agony onto the possessed there. That does not go off. So now moving on to the shooting phase, these guys are now going to fire into my bikes over here. So we're going to go with the bolters first.
So going back. I had 7, I lost 1. 2 of them are enough, so 3.
Okay, so here we go. These are going to be hitting on 3s.
Or 2s. With
Oh, hitting on 2s. Sorry.
You're good.
All right, because he had prescience, I forgot about that. And now these are going to be wounding on 5s. Okay, nothing there. And now the Melta is going to be coming in, hitting on 2s. All right, wounding on a 3. All right, that's a wound. AP -4, so that just goes through. So D6 damage. 2 damage. Ooh, just enough to kill him. So now his Sonic Dreadnought is going to fire into my assault marines over here. He's going to use the low frequency now with the 2 hellblasters. So it's 2d6, right?
Yep.
All right, so 5. So these are now 5 shots hitting on 3s, right?
Yep.
These are going to be hitting on 3s, and then they're going to be strength 4. So looking for 3s. All right, so he's got 3 hits, strength 4, wounding on 4s. All right, so that's 1 wound, AP -1, right?
Yep.
AP -1, so looking for a 4 up. They're good, woo! And now he's going to fire the frag missile into them. D6 shots, 2 shots, hitting on 3s, 1 hit, wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3 up save. They're good. And now the Hell Turkey is going to fire into my tactical squad there. So D6 hits, 2 hits, strength 6, so wounding on a 3. That's 2 wounds, AP -2, so 2 5-ups. And I make 1 of them. So 1 is dead, 2 damage, so 1 dead. Now these guys are going to fire their sonic blasters into them. So assault 3, so hitting on 3s. Ooh. All right. Strength what?
4.
Strength 4, so wounding on 4s. Okay, so we got 2 wounds. AP.
No minus.
No AP, so looking for 3s. Failed 1. He's going to fire his combi bolter, the rhino, into my tactical squad here. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. All right, so no hits. Now these guys are going to fire their bolt guns into the tactical squad here, hitting on 3s. All right, ooh, pretty good. All right, wounding on 4s. All right, so that is 3 wounds, 3 up saves, and I fail 1 of them. And now he's going to fire his pistol into him. That is not a hit. That's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, these guys are going to charge into all these guys down here. So we're going to start with my Black Knights there. So we got 4 shots, hitting on 6s. Nope, nothing there. Then we got the guy with the melt-a-gun. Nope. And then we've got the interrogator chaplain there on 6s. Nope. And their charge distance is in. Now he's going to charge into the tactical guy and those the bikers. So his charge distance is 5 inches. Oh, I don't think that's going to make it. Now his Mauler Fiend is going to charge into all of these guys here. So we're going to go with the bolt shots first, hitting on 6s. No, nothing. Now the melt-a-gun. Nope. And the plasma gun. Nope. Wow, not great Overwatch. His charge distance is in. And now these guys are going to charge into this tactical squad. That one's cocked. And they are in. Lucius is going to charge into the Terminators. He's in. Woo, barely, but he's in. And the Rhino's going to charge in, because why not? Yeah, he's in. And then the Demonettes are going to charge into my Interrogator Chaplain back there. So Stormbolter hitting on 6s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a toughness 3. So wounding on a 3. That's a wound. 5 up. No, 1 dead. And that charge distance is in. Alright, start up the fight phase. Who's going to activate his bikers here first? So 2 of them are going to go into my Black Knights, and then everyone else is going to go into my Interrogator Chaplain over here. So we're going to go with the champion and his and the other the 3 guys here are going to go into my Interrogator Chaplain. So we're going to go with the champion first. Is that it? Yep. So champion is first. So hitting on 4s.
3s with prescience.
Oh, 3s with prescience. So that's still 1 hit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna burn my
You're not going to burn last one? All right. And then wounding on a 3. No wound there. He's going to use his last command point for that one. Looking for a 3. Oh, and he gets it. So that's a wound. 4 up invul save. Come on, Rosarius hasn't been praying to the Emperor properly. Yeah, he has. Woo! And now the other 3 guys are going to go in there, hitting on 3s. Those 2 are cocked. All right, so we got 3 hits.
And 1 extra attack.
And 1 extra attack because of that 6. Nope. So that's 3 hits. Oh, 2. Yes, 2. It's hitting on 2s. I'm sorry. It's hitting on 2s because of prescience.
Yep.
I keep forgetting about prescience, man. All right, so now these are now wounding on 5s. So it's 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. I'm going to spend a command point on that. Yeah, with the fill first. And then the other two guys are going to go into my Black Knights here. So 2 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s. No, nothing there. All right, so I spent my last 2 command points to make these guys go next. So I'm going to have 3 guys going into Lucius over there. So we're going to start with those ones. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of the power fists. All righty. Got 3 hits. Wounding on, what's his toughness? That's 4? Yep, toughness 4, so looking for 2s to wound. Oh, come on. All right, 1 wound. AP is -3. 5 up. Invul. Oh, no, goes through. D3 wounds. Whoop. 2 wounds. And then the rest are going to go into the possessed over there. So we're going to go with the sergeant first. 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 4s. Oh, that's 3 wounds. AP -3. 3 5-ups. No, they all go through. And then feel no pains, right?
No, I didn't get it off.
Oh, it didn't get it off. So yeah, so that's just that. That goes through. So yeah, 3 wounds on the thing. And now the 2 guys with power fists are gonna go. So we got 2 attacks each from them, hitting on 4s. Okay. All right, so now Lucius the Eternal is going to attack in. So because I wounded him, his Warlord trait gives him 2 extra attacks for that. So he's now going to have 5. Oh, how many attacks? 7 attacks. Brutal. So 7 attacks, hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. All right, all hits. Wounding on 4s. Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. So 5. AP -3, you said?
Yep.
So AP -3, so these are going to be 5 5-ups. And they're 2 damage each, so each failure here is a dead Terminator there. So 5-up saves. And I make 1 of them, so 4 guys dead. Brutal. And now the possessed are going to attack, so D3 attacks. 2 attacks each, so that's 4 attacks coming in here.
Yep.
All right.
Hitting on 3s,
re-rolling 1s because of Lucius. All right, so 2 hits. Strength 4, strength 5, so wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds. AP -2, so looking for 4-ups. And I make 1 of them. Now the Rhino is going to hit him. So it's just going to be 3 attacks. 3 attacks hitting on 6s. No hits there. So now the Mauler Fiend's going to go. He's going to put his 4 attacks into my Interrogator Chaplain and the Lash of Tendril shots into this squad over here. So we're going to go with the 4 shots into the Interrogator Chaplain, hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on strength what?
Strength 12.
Strength 12, so wounding on a 2. That is a wound. 4, I imagine 4-up invul save is what I'm going to be needing here. Yeah, 4-up invul save. Did he pray to the Emperor? No, he did not. So, how much damage?
Flat 3 damage.
Flat 3 damage. Rough. And now the Lasher Tendrils, it's going to be D6 additional attacks. 5 extra attacks. Brutal.
Strength 6.
So strength 6. So these are going to be 5 hitting on 4s. Oh, wow. Really good there. So that's 4 hits. Strength 5, you said?
Strength 6.
Strength 6. So wounding on 3s. All right. So we got 2 wounds.
AP -2.
AP -2. So 2 5-ups. And I'll make them both. Woo! And now this squad here is going to go. So they're going to be attacking in here with... they're going to be attacking in here. So we've got 2 attacks each, or they've got chain swords. So we're going to have 11 attacks coming in. Hitting on 3s.
Yep.
All right, pretty good.
3 additional rolls.
3 additional attacks because of those 6s. All right, pretty good. All right, and now these are going to be strength 4, so wounding on 4s. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. 7. 3-up saves. And I failed 2 of them. And then last but not least, his Demonettes are going to attack in. 4 of them can get to him. So 8 attacks here, hitting on 3s. All right.
Strength 3.
Strength 3, so wounding on 5s. Oh, okay, got 2 wounds.
Yep.
AP minus
1.
AP -1, so 2 3-ups. He fails 1 of them. All right, so now my guys get to go. We're gonna go with my Black Knights over here. They're gonna go first. We've got 5 attacks hitting on whatchamacallits, hitting on 3s. Thank you, brain, for finally getting to me. Rerolling because of the interrogator chaplain. All right, all hits. Wounding on 4s. We've got 4 wounds. One of them is going to be D3, so we'll do the 3 regular ones first. So 3 4-ups. Ooh, 2 failed on that one, and then the other one on a 4-up. No, failed on that one. D3 wounds. 1 wound anyway, so that's a total of 4 wounds. Now my interrogator chaplain's going to go in here. He's got 3 attacks hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of himself. That one was 1, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds, 2 4-ups. Failed 1, 2 wounds. So now this interrogator chaplain's going to go into his Mauler fiend there, so 3 attacks hitting on 2s. All right, wounding on 5s. No wounds. He's going to attack back into them. That's a hit. That is not a wound. All right, and 4 of those guys can get in there. So we got 6 attacks total from them, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, all hits. My tactical squads are really good at punching. Wounding on 5s. Getting some wounds in there. So we got 3 wounds, 3 3-ups. Ooh, failed all 3 of them. And last but not least, we've got my interrogator chaplain Terminator armor over there. So he's got 3 attacks hitting on 2s. All right, all hits. Wounding on 3s. All right, got 2 wounds. Strength 5, AP plus 1.
Okay,
Yeah.
6, okay.
Yep. It would just, yeah, because it's not, it doesn't get to 6, so. All right, so here we go. These are AP minus 1, so just the 5-up invul saves anyway. Whoa.
They failed.
Oh, they both failed. All right. All right, so that's it for the fight phase. We're going to go now into the morale phase. He lost 4 guys from his squad, so 4 plus 1, he's good. And this guy over here, he lost 3 guys, so 3 plus 3 is 6, and he is good. These guys lost 4 guys, right? I think we're going to hold on a second. All right, so he lost 3 guys over here, so 3 plus 3, he's good. And I think that is it. So, the Terminators, yeah, they automatically pass morale tests.
Yep.
And what about the Demonettes? Are they fearless, or what's their deal? Hold on a second, we'll find out. All right, so the Demonettes here lost 3, so 3 plus 3 is 6, and they're good to go. And that is it for the Emperor's Children turn here on turn 2. Wow, turn 2? Yeah, wow, that was brutal. All right, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. These guys stayed in combat here. He moved up over this way because he was they got killed out of combat there. He's in combat. They all stayed in combat. They stayed in combat. He stayed in combat, and these guys are circling up on them over there. And that is it for the movement phase. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, we're going to start over here. He's going to fire into the sorcerer, hitting on a 3. Of course. And now these guys are going to fire into them. So we're going to go with the flamers first. So 2d6 hits. All right, so we got 8 hits. All right, so 8 wounding on 4s. All right, so we got 4 wounds, 4 3-up saves. They're good. Now the other guys, and I'm going to do the chaplain as well because they've all got the same ballistic skills. So these are all these are bolt pistols, so hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. Wounding on 4s. All right, so we got 4 wounds, 4 3-ups, and he fails 1 of them. These guys are going to fire pistols into them on 3s. On wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound, 3-up. He's good. And then he's gonna fire his pistol. Nope. And then these guys are gonna fire their pistols. That's 2 hits. 1 wound, 3-up save. Good. So that's it for shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. They're going to assault into them. So we got 9 shots, hitting on 6s. Ooh, we got 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. They're both good. And their charge distance is totally in. And then my interrogator chaplain is going to charge in, and he is also in. So now in the fight phase, my assault guys are going to go first. We've got 17 attacks coming in from them, hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling because of the interrogator chaplain there. Wow, really good. All right. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. All right, so we've got, wow, really good. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 wounds. So 11 3-ups, sir. Oh, and they are dead.
Now they...
All right, so here's the thing. With the Noise Marines, they have a special rule that allows them, if they've been slain in combat, they get to shoot as though it's the shooting phase before they're removed. So 2 of the guys are closest, are as equidistant over there to my my interrogator chaplain. So they're going to fire. They're going to throw 2 crack grenades in him. So looking for 3s. Got 2 hits. Strength 6. So wounded on 3s. All right, that's 2 wounds. AP -1. So 2 4-ups. And he makes them both. Woo! And then 1 into the squad over there. Nope, no hit there. So the reason it's he could throw all those crack grenades is because it's based upon individual models. So we rolled them together, but it's individual models as they were slain would be able to get that shooting attack. So it's not to me, and as far as we figured out, it didn't hold the same kind of necessary holdback that that you have when throwing grenades for a squad. All right, so that is that. All right. So now, because of the Slanesh rule here, they're going to go, and they're going to go into my interrogator chaplain over here. So we're going to go with, which one's first? This is the power fist from the champion. Hitting on 4s. Oh, hitting on 3s because of the, I forgot, because of prescience is still off. Wounding on a 3, that's a wound. 4-up invul save. No, goes through. D3 wounds. Don't you get 3? Oh, 2, he's still alive. And he has his warlord trait. And he rolled double 1s. Whoa. And now the other 2 guys hitting on 2s because of prescience. Wounding on 5s. Oh, 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. Come on, you could do this. Yeah, he's good. Woo! So now his squad here is going to attack into my tactical marine there. So we've got 10, 11 attacks coming in here. Hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 4s.
Additional attacks.
Oh, 3 additional attacks because they've got the icon excess. Yep. All right. Wow, pretty good there. So now these are all going to be wounding on 4s.
Yep.
All right. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. 4 3-ups. Oh no, he did. Now Lucius is going to attack back with his 7 attacks, hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of himself. All right, so now these are now strength what?
Strength 4.
Strength 4, so wounding on 4s. All right, so we got 4 wounds. AP -3, so 4 5-ups. And I failed 3 of them, and they're 2 wounds each, so those guys are dead. All right, so now the demonettes are going to attack. So they've got 10 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. Oof, not great. What's up? 1 second. All right, so we got 5 hits here, wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound, 1 AP -1, so 1 3-up. He's good. All right, so now I'm going to activate my interrogator chaplain. He's going to go into the Noise Marines that consolidated into him. So he's got 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, re-rolling because of himself. Okay, not meant to be. So 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound, AP -1, so 4 up. They're good. And now he's going to activate his Mauler Fiend here. He's going to have 4 attacks into my chaplain, and he's going to put the tendrils into them. So the 4 attacks into the interrogator chaplain, hitting on 4s. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. 4 up invul save. Come on, baby. You can do this. Made 1. What's it? D? Flat 3. So he is dead. And then D6 tendril attacks into there. 3 attacks. So hitting on 4s. I got 2 hits.
Strength 6.
Strength 6. So wounded on 3s. No wounds. So now I'm going to activate my Black Knights over here. We got 5 attacks coming from them, hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling because of the Interrogator Chaplain. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. We've got 2 6s, and so these are going to be D3, and then 2 regular ones. Let's do the 2 regular ones first. So 2 4-up saves. Fails 1 of those, so it takes a wound, and then you've got the other 2.
Okay.
These are going to be D3. Fails 1 of those, so that means just 1 guy is going to be dead. And now my Interrogator Chaplain's going to go. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling because of himself. All right. Wounding on 4s. Got 2 wounds. AP -1, so 2 4-ups. And he fails 1. All right, and now my Interrogator Chaplain back there is going to go. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling because of himself, thankfully. All right, still failed 1, so it's 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound. 5 up. Nope, dead. And then these guys are going to go into here, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 5s. We got 2 wounds. 2 3-ups. No, failed 1. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Emperor's Children on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Emperor's Children. These guys shuffled around over here. He shot up over there. Lucius is moving up over that way. So is the his sorcerer there. Over here, these guys are all moving up over this way, looking onto them. And he moved up over that way. And that is it for movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase.
All right.
All right, so starting out the psychic phase, he's going to smite into my Interrogator Chaplain there.
I'm a jerk.
On 5. No, it does not go off. And then he's going to cast Prescience onto himself. Ooh, no perils. So D3 wounds.
Oh, boy.
Oh, 3 mortal wounds. Brutal. Now he's going to cast Diabolic Strength onto the Demonettes here. Oh, no. All right, D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound, so he's still alive.
Oh, man.
And now he's going to try to cast Delightful Agonies onto Lucius there. Oh,
Okay.
it
goes off.
It does go off, and then he doesn't perils, which is the important part.
Shoot the...
All right, so now on to the shooting phase. Both of these guys are going to shoot their bolters into my chaplain here. So, hitting on whatchamacallits. Oh no, this is gonna be the 4 shots from the first guy. So, because he's in rapid fire range, so it's 4 shots. So, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound, 1 3-up save. He's good. And then this, he's going to shoot him in 2 as well, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound, 3 up. He's good with a fill face. Now he's going to fire the Bale Flamer into my assault squad over here. D6 hits. Ooh, 6 hits. So now these are going to be strength 6, so wounding on 3s. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3 wounds. 3 AP -2.
Yep.
So 3 5-ups. And I make 2 of them. All right, so now he's going to fire into the assault squad. We're going to go with the low frequency shots on the blasters, right?
Yep.
So now there's going to be 2d6 shots. All right, so 4 shots. Hitting on 3s because it's an assault, even though you moved. All right, ooh, 4 hits. Strength 4, wounded on 4s. We got 2 wounds. 2 -1, so we got 2 4-ups. And they're good. Woo! All right, so he's going to shoot the frag missile into them. So D6 shots, 4 shots, hitting on 3s.
Is it heavy?
I don't think it's heavy. Let's check. Sorry, it's heavy D6, so it's these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, so we got 1 hit, strength 4, wounded on a 4. That's a wound. AP -0, right? So I think it's 3 up. He's good with a fill face. So that is it for the shooting phase. Onto the assault phase. He's going to assault into my Interrogator Chaplain there. Lucius, that is. So his charge distance He's totally in. Now his champion's going to charge into my chaplain, so Overwatch, hitting on 6s. Nope, no hits there. His charge distance is totally in. And now his sorcerer is going to charge in. He is totally in. So now his rhino is going to charge into my guys over here. So red is going to be a crack grenade. Greens are going to be bolt pistols, hitting on 6s. Nope, nothing there. His charge distance is in. And now the Helldrake is going to go charge in here. And he, 4 inches, we got to check this. And now his sorcerer is going to charge in. 8 inches, we'll see. So he didn't make it in, but he did make it in, so we figured out he could. So I think that is it for, oh, nope. And then these guys are going to start assault into my tactical squad there, and they are in.
Attacks.
All right, so here we go. This is going to be where we're going to start out. His sorcerer is going to attack in here with 3 attacks. 4 attacks? 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 4, so he's going to be wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. My AP -3, so it's 4 up. Invul, Rosaria save. Come on, baby. Has he prayed to the Emperor? Yeah, he has with a filth face. Woo! And now the champion's going to go in. Hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. No wound. All right, now Lucius is going to attack in here with 9 attacks because he's got his trait gets +2 attacks when attacking into a character, plus the 2 from his being wounded. So he's at 9 attacks now. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll that 1. Oh, okay, not meant to be. So it's going to be 8 hits. Strength 4, so wounding on 4s. Ooh, okay, so we've got 3 wounds. 3 AP minus what? 3. AP minus 3, so 3 4-ups because he's got the Rosaria save there. So looking for 4-ups. Make 1 of them, so it's 2 damage each. So he's down to 1. Now the Hell Turkey is going to attack in here. So he's been healing 1 each turn because of his special rules. So now he's back up to his top level. So now he's going to be taking in with 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, that one's cocked. All right, so that's 2 hits. Strength 7, right?
Strength.
Oh no, strength 6. So wounding on 3s. I got 1 wound. AP -2, so it's going to be a 5-up save. No, failed. Now the Rhino is going to attack here. No hits. And now these Noise Marines are going to attack in here. 11 attacks, hitting on 3s. Alrighty.
And then
wounding. Oh yeah, 2 extra attacks because they've got the kind of excess there. All right. So these are going to be now wounding on 4s. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. Whoa, get back here, get back here. Oh, of course it was a filth face. 8 wounds, looking for 3-ups. And I failed 2 of them. Now the Demonettes are going to attack. 12 attacks coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 5s. All right, so we've got 3 wounds. So 3 ups. If I fail any of these, he's dead. That one's cocked. Oh, and they're all good. Woo! All right, now his Mauler Fiend is going to attack in here. So it's 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. All right, so that's 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. You got 2 wounds. 2. Wait, AP minus what? 3. So looking for 2 6-ups, showing them fill faces. No, none of them adds up to 3. So that's 2 guys dead. And now his Lasher Tendrils, D6 attacks. Oh, 6 attacks. Hitting on 4s. All right, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound. AP minus 2, so 1. 5-up save. Can he make it? Yeah, he can with a fill face. Woo! All right, so now my guys, my interrogator chaplain here is going to start, and he's going to attack into his sorcerer there. So 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, rerolling because of himself. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. AP -1, so 1 4 up. He's good. He's going to attack into the whatchamacallit, the Noise Marines there. So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. Looking for a 3 up. No, failed. So now he's going to be able to shoot from the guy that died there. So 2 shots with his bolter, hitting on 3s. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 3 up save. Yeah, he's good. And now my interrogator chaplain back there is going to attack into Lucius. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling because of himself. That's all hits. Strength +1, so wounding on 3s. All right, so he's got 2 wounds. AP -1, so 2 4 ups. Oh, and he failed both, and he is dead. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is Slay the Warlord. All right, now my Assault Marine's going to go. 2 are going to go into the Rhino over there. So we've got 4 attacks from them, hitting on 3s. All righty, re-rolling because of the Interrogator Chaplain there, which is pretty good. Wounding, Strength 4, wounding on 5s. No wounds. And then into the Helldrake here on 3s. Re-rolling because of the Interrogator Chaplain. All right, wounding on 5s. Nope, nothing there. And that is it for the fight phase. And I think that is, oh, this guy lost 4 guys, so his 4 + 3 is good. He's good there. So that is it for the Emperor's Children turn here on turn 3. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. He fell back. They stayed around here. He advanced up there to go to that person there. He fell back over here. They fell back over here, and he moved back over here, and he stayed in combat. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with a shooting phase. So because they have fly, they can attack, they can shoot, so they're going to fire into his possessed there. We're going to go with the Flamers first, 2d6. All right, we got 5. Wounded on 4s. We got 4 wounds, 4 3 ups. Failed one of them. Now the rest of them and the Interrogator Chaplain are going to shoot into his last possessed there, so 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 4s. We've got 2 wounds, 2 3 ups. Oh, and he fails them both, so he's dead. All right, so now these guys here are going to fire into the champion. We got 4 shots, hitting on 3s. We got all hits, wounding on 3s. That is all wounds. AP -3, so 4 6 ups. No, he is dead. And that is it for the shooting phase. So they are going to charge in the assault phase into him. So Overwatch hitting 6s. Oh, gets 1 on a 5. No wound there. So their charge distance is totally in. All right, so now moving into the fight phase. They're going to go first. So we've got my 5 attacks from them coming in, hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound. 4 up? No, so he takes a wound. So now his Demonettes are going to activate. 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 5s.
All right, so
You got 2 wounds with rend, so that's 2 what?
-4.
-4. So we got 2 4-up invul saves. I need to make both or he's dead. And I failed 1. So he did. And now he's going to activate. Here he goes. So hitting on 3s. All right, 1 hit.
Oh, he gets to
gets an extra attack here because of the nope. So so now it's a strength plus
4 sword.
Oh, it's a 4 sword. So he's looking for a 5 to wound. Sorry. No wound there. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 3. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Emperor's Children on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Emperor's Children. He fell back over to here. He moved up over this way. They moved up over here. He moved up over here. They are moving up over this way, and he stood still. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, and now, starting with the psychic phase, he's going to smite into my interrogator chaplain there. Goes off with a 5, so D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. I need to make both of these fill faces. If I can make 2 fill faces, he will be alive. Show me them 2 fill faces! No, I got neither. So he is dead, and that is Slay the Warlord. And now he's going to cast Warp Time onto himself. And he does not get it. And now he's going to cast Smite onto them. It goes off, D3 mortal wounds. Ooh, 3 mortal wounds. And he's going to cast Delightful Agonies onto himself. Oh, and he barrels, and he's dead. Yep. So hold on, we got to figure something out. All right, so they're just within 6 inches, and they're within 6 inches. So we'll go to my guys first. D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound, and then onto your guys. 2 mortal wounds. Now, onto the shooting phase. Helldrake is going to fire into my guy up here. So, D6 hits. 5 hits. Strength 6. So, wounding on 3s. Oh! Now his Sonic Dreadnought's going to fire into my assault squad there. So heavy 2d3 for the 2. He's going to do the whatever the heavy blasts. So that's going to be 4 attacks, yep. Hitting on 3s because he didn't move. So that's 3 hits.
Strength 8.
Strength 8. So wounding on 2s. Okay, so that's 1 wound. AP -2. AP -2. So 5 up save. No, failed. And now the missile launcher is going to go in here. Frag rounds, so 5 attacks. Hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound. 3 up save. He's good with a fill phase. Combi from there into them. That is 1 hit. Wounding on 4. No wound. All right, so that's it for shooting. Now he's going to charge into my, just into the assault marines, right? Yep. So red is going to be a crack grenade thrown by my sergeant, and then this is going to be the flamer. So looking for the hits. Oh, so the crack grenade hits and 6 hits with the flamer. So let's do the flamer first. So we got 6 shots, wounding on 5s. Oh, wow. Okay, so 4 wounds, 4 3-ups. And he makes 2 of them, so he takes 2 wounds. And now the crack grenade wounding on a 5. That's a wound. AP -1, so looking for a 4-up. No, it goes through. D6 wounds, I think. Hold on. All right, it's D3 wounds. 2 wounds. Wow, that was a heck of an Overwatch there. And his charge distance. It's not even going to make it. Oh, no. And now they're going to charge into him. So I'm going to have the 1 bolt pistol. Does not hit. Their charge distance. Looking for 11. No, not in. And now the Helldrake is going to charge into him. I'm going to throw a crack grenade. And it hits. Strength 6, toughness 7, right? So wounded on a 5. No wound there. That would have been too good, right? What? Oh, 7 inches. Okay, I saw the 1, and I got excited. Then he saw the 6, so he is going to be in. And now they're going to charge in here, needing a 7-inch charge. Oh, and they're in. All right, so now the Helldrake is going to attack in here. Hitting on 3s. Okay, he's got 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. So that is 3 wounds? 3 wounds. AP -2, right? So looking for 5-ups. Can I get 3 5-ups? Almost. But he did. And that is it for the Emperor's Children turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. They moved up over here. He moved up over here. They shot up over here. He moved over here. And that is it. That's all I've got left. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so these guys are going to start us off. One's going to fire into him. One's going to fire into him. The one who's firing into him is going to supercharge. So we're going to go to the one that's firing into him first. So 2 shots hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. 6 ups. No, he is dead. And now he's going to fire into him. Supercharged. Hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 3s. That's 2 wounds. AP minus 3, so 5 up invul saves. No, both go through, so it's 4 wounds onto him. Now he's going to fire into him. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. Oh, come on, I needed that. They're going to throw a crack grenade and flame into him. So the green's going to be the flamer, and the red's going to be the crack grenade. So hitting on 3s and then D6. Oh, 6 and a hit. So we'll do the flamer first. So looking for 5s to wound. We've got 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. Fails them both. And then the crack grenade, wounding on a 5. No wound there. And then he's gonna shoot into him with his bolt pistol because why not? Hitting on a 3, that's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound. 3-up save. Oh, he's good. And that is it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Emperor's Children on turn 5. Movement phase for the Emperor's Children. He's moved up over this way. They moved up over here. He's moving up here. They're moved over here. And he moved up over to there. And they stayed back here within 12 inches of my table edge, incidentally. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase since I've killed all of his psychers. All right, so we're going to start with the Bale Flamer into my interrogator chaplain there. So, 6. Ooh, man. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. That one's cocked. All right, so we've got 2 wounds. AP minus 2. So it's going to be 4 up, either Rosarius or save. So 2 4-ups. And oh, come on. So that's it for the shooting phase. Now on to the assault phase. The Helldrake is going to assault into my guy there. He's going to throw up a crack grenade, looking for a 6. No, his charge distance is totally in. Now the Daemonettes are going to charge it here, so we're going to go with the Flamer first. 5 hits. I will take that. Looking for 3s to wound. Oh, okay. It's got 2 wounds. 2 5-ups. Makes 1 of them. And then I'm going to throw a crack grenade. It doesn't hit. So their charge distance is totally in. And now the Maul of Fiend's going to charge into my bikes. Hitting on 6 is not going to supercharge. Oh, I got 2 hits. Maybe I should have supercharged. Wounding on 4s. Got 1 wound. 5-up invul. Oh, and he's good. I needed him not to do that. And now his charge distance is in. All right, the Helldrake's going to attack first into here. So, 4 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, so that's 1 hit. That's 1 wound. 4-up invul save. Has he prayed to the Emperor? Has he been keeping with his catechisms? Is the Emperor behind him? Yeah, he is with a fill phase. Woo! And now the Daemonettes are attacking in here. 6 attacks hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 5s. Ooh, we got 2 Rens. That's AP minus 3, right? AP minus 4?
Yep.
Oh no, so they're dead. Ah, brutal. And now the Mauler Fiend's gonna attack into here, so 4 attacks hitting on 4s. That's 4 hits. Oof. Wounding on 2s. Oh, 4 wounds. AP, what? AP minus 3. Oh, and they are dead. Womp womp. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the one guy left with the prisoner there. So I am not, there's no way I can win this. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is an Emperor's Children victory. A hard-fought victory. Wiped me off the table there, but it was close. Like if those hadn't been 6s, I had visions of grandeur of my guys being able to do everything and anything that they could do to make it happen. But yeah, it didn't happen. So that was an awesome game, brutal game. But yeah, just goes to show you these the new stratagems, I think, are really going to change the way the game kind of plays out. I think the fact that there's now better options are going to make people want to bring the formations, the detachments that have the more stratagem points, so that they can use those, the command points, so they can use them for these new stratagems, which are pretty awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I certainly did. I had a blast. So I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek. As always, my opponent's been Wesley, and until next time, have fun.